Hello everybody. So today is day 7 of our Advent of Go challenge, and today's puzzle is a bridge repair. So it's some construction workers want to repair a bridge, but apparently it's the thing that elephants have stolen the calibration values, and the engineers do not know how to get them together in order before they get the calibration values. But elephants have sorted out the values, and yeah, so the elephants only hold the two signs, multiplication and adding, and so you need to find what kind of values you can add together to get the correct value. And so we have the calibration values that looking like that, so that the first you have the result value, and then there are some numbers, and what you can do is that you can apply operators to these values. So if it's 190, so that if you multiply 10 and 19 you get 190, so that is correct. But with these operations you can only do so that you either add or multiply them, and also the tricky thing is that these operators are always evaluated left to right, not so that multiplication is before adding. So yeah, so from the input data you can see that 190 you can get it from if you multiply 10 and 19 together. But like for example this 3267, you can get it so that if you first add and then multiply, like for example if we get the calculator over here, so it's 81 plus 40, then you get the result, and then you multiply this by 27, you get this same result. So this is the puzzle, and then when you find the values, then we just sum them up, and then we can see what is the total calibration result. So for me it took quite a long time. I didn't read this part of the line over here that they're evaluated always left to right. I thought that they are evaluated just like they are usually in math. They are, but yeah, it's always left to right. So that is one thing that took quite a long time for me. All right, so let's get into and let's start to solve it. So I have my test data over here on the right, and over here I start to solve it. So first thing, maybe let's put some result that will be 0, and then let's try to get this data to some kind of data object. So let's do it like that. For x in open input.txt, then we need to get this data to some kind of object. Well, first thing what we could do is just like separate expected result from the numbers. So I will do it so that first let's declare a variable called k, and let it be that it is x.strip. Let's remove the new line from the end, and also split, and let's split it from where this semicolon is. So yeah, and now let's do that expected will be k0, and numbers we could somehow split the numbers as well. So how could we do it? We could do it so that maybe int j for j in k1, maybe like that. Yes, maybe like that. Maybe it will work. Yes. Wait, for k1 dot strip and dot split. It's always good sometimes to put a strip over here, and then we will just tell this k1 element to split, and we will split it with a spacebar. All right, let's test what we got. Expected, and then let's put I don't know, let's put something in between, and then nums. Let's see what we get. So did we get everything to the data object? Yes, so very good. You can see that we got this data to our computer, and now we can do some manipulation with it. So we could just save it all to some data array, but it seems like those lines are not interconnected with each other. So we can just do that somehow. We can do so that result plus equal, I don't know, calculate, and over here let's put some nums and expected, so that this calculate, if you cannot find some kind of multiplication between those numbers, it will just return 0. But if you can't find something, then it will return the expected value. So this is what this calculate thing does. All right, now and then we will just in the end we will just print the result, and if we got the result, then we are done with this. All right, let's then define this calculate method. It will take two parameters, nums and expected. And okay, so now the real fun starts. So how should we do, and what should we do? When we look at the data, we can see that some of those lines, they have 4 different digits, some of them have 3, some of them have 3, and in our real data we have something that has even almost 10 different numbers. So we need to find some general idea how can we add or multiply them, and to check if we can somehow get this number from those smaller numbers. So what we could do is that we need to use either adding or multiplication between the numbers, and so I created this kind of visualization. So for example, if we have just 3 numbers, then in between what things we can put? We can put a plus plus, we can put multiplication plus, we can put plus and multiplication, and we can put both multiplications. So from this thing you can see that it kinda makes out like some kind of truth table. Yeah, and so if we have 3 numbers, then these operators that we can put between them, then they have n minus 1. So it should be n minus 1, and then this is all in the power of 2. So that if you have 3 numbers, then it's 3 numbers, this will give us 4. If we have 4 numbers, this will give us 8. And if we have 5 numbers, this will give us 16 different combinations. So it will be 2 to the power of n minus 1. Yes, so this is how many operators then there can be. All right, let's try to get it somehow. So let's declare that n equals the length of nums minus 1. And now we need to find all the different ways how we can choose between multiplication and addition. So it should be like 4, let's see, some, I don't know, let's call some like p in so how it is it is 2 to the power of n, like that. And now what we can do is that we need to get all those bits, and I previously googled it. It's goes something like that bits equals so this is this kind of fancy code over here. So it is just like k 0 n, like that, and it's all in B. Yes, wait, yes, let's call this as k. So what it does, it tells that this number k, it will have n zeros, and it is represented in a bit format. So for example, in our example, we had that we had 4 different ways how we could represent it. Let me write them over here. So that just 0 will be 2 zeros. If it's 1, it will be 0 and 1. If it's 1, it's if it's 2, it's 0 and 1 and 0, and if it's 3, it's 1 and 1. So this is what those bits should look like, and we can test it if it works. So let's just print the bits. Let's just see what the bits will give us. For int object is not yes, over here it's range. Yes, and then our method should also return something. Yes, it will get calculate result, calculate what's return 0. Return 0. All right, so where is my session? Yes, so I think we got all the result. So the result is if it's only 2 numbers, then it's 2 options, 0 and 1. If it's 3 numbers, then it's 4 options. If it's 2 numbers, then it's only zeros and ones. If it's 4 numbers, then it's 8 options. And yeah, so this is how it goes. So we're good to go. Now, all right. So now if we had the bits ready, now let's get some result. Let's call a new variable that's called result, and let's do some other find val. Let's make some new method, and over here we just like put nums and bits, and then we will do so that if result equal expected, then we will return result. Yes, like that. And that's about it. When we get this find val, after we have made this find val method, then we are almost done. So in this find val method, what it is, so def find val, it will take numbers and bits. And so how do I do it? I do it so that I will put some kind of variable result. This is where I store the current result. And so I will do it like that. For I in range length of bits, length of bits, I guess bits is 1 less than the length of the array. And I will do so that if bits I equal 0, then I will do that wait, yes. Result should be nums the first value. So the result is the first value of this of those array, and I will do so that the result plus equal nums I plus 1, like that. And else I will do so that result multiply equal nums I plus 1, and now we can just return result. All right, let's see how it goes. I got a 0. I got a 0, 0, 0. Why I got 0? Why I got 0? Let's see. Well, the first one should be okay. First one should return a value. So what happened? Let's debug it a little bit. Result find value. Well, this is not. So this was the first one. The second result is 190. That's good. Oh yes, the expected values is in a string format. It should be in integer format. You can see that the yes. So expected, this one should be int. All right, let's do it one more time. Yes, this is the correct. And now if we go and take the big data and we put it in, let's see what we're gonna get. Yeah. Yes, okay, one more time. Yes, I think it's correct. Some big number that ends with 362. Some big number that ends with 362. Yes. So that was our answer. So that was the video. I'm not gonna do the part 2. Part 2 was a little bit too messy. Actually, when I did the part 2, it got me. When I got the code ready, it took me some 20 minutes for this program to run. So yeah, I will keep the part 2 code available in my GitHub, so you can check it over there. But yeah, for today, that's it. And yes, see you tomorrow.